presenting to you a song.
Welcome to Arunachal Pradesh, the land of tall mountains and diverse tribes. Each community here weaves its own story through attire, using bold colors and symbolic patterns. The traditional hand-woven jackets, skirts, and headgear reflect deep tribal identity and spiritual connection to nature. Beadwork and pin accessories complete these vibrant examples, representing centuries of rich heritage passed down through generations of skilled artisans. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you Arunachal Pradesh.
Manipur, the heart in the heart of the northeast lies Manipur, where dance and fabric move with equal rhythm. The traditional fanek and inafi worn by Manipuri women showcase subtle sophistication. Hand-woven in bright colors with delicate designs, these garments represent the resilience and artistic finesse of the Maitai women weavers. Each thread speaks of the land's deep cultural roots, from classical traditions to everyday elegance. Manipur. Up next we have Meghalaya, the abode of clouds,
embraces a quiet yet profound cultural charm. The traditional attire of the Khasi, Garo, and Jaintia tribes often features hand-woven shawls and wraparounds, rich in earthy tones and elegant patterns. These garments, though simple in appearance, reflect a deep connection with nature, community, and identity. Handloom that's minimal, meaningful, and rooted in tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Meghalaya.
Mizoram. In the rolling hills of Mizoram, culture is stitched into every thread. The iconic Puan, a hand-woven wraparound skirt worn by Mizo women, is a beautiful blend of bright colors and geometric designs. Woven on traditional looms, each pattern carries tribal significance, symbolizing unity, belief, and beauty. With every Puan, the legacy of Mizo craftsmanship is proudly born and preserved. Mizoram.
Sikkim. Nestled in the lap of the Himalayas, Sikkim is a melting pot of cultures, Lepcha, Bhutia, and Nepali. Traditional attire such as the Baku and Dumbum reflect elegance and diversity, often worn during festivals and important occasions. These garments are paired with handcrafted belts and jewelry, showcasing the harmony between fabric, heritage, and Himalayan grace. Each piece is a quiet tribute to the state's multicultural identity. Ladies and gentlemen, Sikkim.
Tripura. Tripura's handloom legacy is deeply embedded in the daily lives of its indigenous people. The Risa, Rikutu, and Rinai, the three-piece attire of tribal women, are woven with bold patterns and natural dyes, expressing harmony with the land and tradition. Each motif is carefully chosen, often symbolizing prosperity, fertility, and cultural pride. The artisans here preserve age-old weaving techniques, celebrating culture with every loom beat. Presenting to you Tripura.
I now present to you Nagaland. Nagaland attire is a bold expression of tribal identity and warrior legacy. Each tribe weaves its own shawls with distinctive colors and motifs that tell tales of valor, social status, and ancestry. These hand-woven textiles are more than clothing. They are symbols of pride, power, and cultural continuity. Accessories made of beads, bones, and shells add a fierce and proud finishing touch to these traditional outfits. Ladies and gentlemen, Nagaland.
From loom to legacy, from tribe to tradition, the Northeast is a living tapestry of culture and craftsmanship. Let us celebrate the beauty of handloom, the pride of heritage, and the power of identity woven into every garment worn with honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you the designer of these beautiful attires, a talented fashion designer, an alumni of JD Institute of Fashion Technology, and currently works as a designer for Edna Tales. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ms. Nashanwan Bashum.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue back to back with the second fashion show. Yes, this was just the beginning, showcasing the states and the unity and diversity of Northeast. Now, we go ahead with our second round of the fashion show, the finale, and with that, we will also bring our very, very dynamic showstopper, Sapam Sweetie, also known as Tete Sapam. So, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the second round and the finale round of the fashion show.
Let's welcome our models with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give your loudest cheer. solo sombrero, solo de goro. Mo pine le cover tangane. Le tirato della, le pinato della, no pato mo bate, tombe ikuna, te yamo tolulo. Aye pintame, le tirato della, la tirato della, takatama mo bate, tombe ikuna, te yamo tolulo. Solo sombrero, chilo de goro. Hemo no tulende. Mo pine na cover tangane. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you the showstopper of the evening. With a big round of applause, let us welcome Supper.
Tanya kari udah kecoba pupung bergadang la arata bergadang la lemula dadang udah la 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 la. Pemupon gadang na ya rapat gadang na nopo tulo bergadang na udah la bergadang ini kita bergadang gadang Sitting, we are going crouchy, holding hoops, oh clenching control, gliding fearless, moving unstoppable, cruising swiftly, riding through walls. Keeping the fight, taking you high, conquering rocks.
Put your hands together for the designer who has curated this beautiful outfits, Yara Rota, Yara Chakpo. Put your hands together for Yara Rota Chakpo.
And now, I want to request on the stage the curator of the fashion show, Mr. Sanoj Kumar, on the stage.
people
So,
cruising swiftly.
also round of applause for our choreographer and backstage manager Sukalpa Das and Franco Paraka.
Sitting where we are going, crouching, holding horns, or clenching the drums, riding fearless, mowing the stone people, cruising swiftly, or riding through walls. Leading the fight, taking you high.
I would like to now request the founder of My Home India,
Sitting where we are going.